Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't watched my videos yet, I'm Breezy. Welcome back, and I'm going to do a video today with like 20, I want to say interesting facts about me, but I don't know if they're going to be that interesting, so 20 facts about me. If you know me in real life, you probably know some of these, maybe not. If you haven't subscribed yet, click the button down below. It's literally just a way for you guys to always be aware of the videos I'm posting, so it'll send you a little notification in your feed on your YouTube app if you are subscribed, and then you guys can always stay up to date with my videos. So I'm trying to put out new content pretty often, so it would be a good idea to click that button. So let's just get right into it. So, number one. This will not be a shock to a lot of people if you follow me on Instagram or if you know me in real life, but I wanted to kind of talk about the side that people don't really know. So I did gymnastics for probably 8 to 10 years of my life. I don't really know, because I started when I was really young, and then I quit for a little bit, and then I started back up again around when I was 6 or 7. So I did gymnastics for a long time, and that's not really the interesting fact. I mean, it is, but what is actually the juicier part of it, I guess you could say, is a lot of people don't know the extent of how I was doing gymnastics. So I started out, most of my gymnastics career was at Parkettes, and then I switched over to LVSA, which is Lehigh Valley Sports Academy. And basically it's just people don't really know what that entails. They think it's just oh, going to gymnastics practice a couple times a week. We were just talking about this, me and my family, the other day. I would literally, so I got approved to get picked up from school early. So in middle school and the beginning of high school, I would leave, I think it was at 2 o'clock. So say school went to 3:15. I got approved to leave around 2 o'clock. Didn't have to do gym class. And I would go up to practice. My mom would drive me a half an hour up to my practice, and I would pretty much practice from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. She would pick me up. She would bring me dinner. I would eat it on my way home, do my homework, literally go to bed and do the same thing Monday through Friday. Practiced on Saturday, and I believe we usually had off on Sundays. It really just depended on the time of year. During the summer, we were at a point where we would literally train all day. So we would go in the morning, say 9 or whatever. Through lunchtime, we would have our lunch. We would have literally a rest nap time that we would have to lay down in a quiet room afterwards, and then we would train again for the second half of the day. So this was legit. I missed a lot of things with my friends and stuff, and that's why I ended up quitting in the long run, because I was just so burned out. It was all I did for years was competitive gymnastics, and trust me, I'm really grateful I did that. If I would have wrote it out a little bit longer, probably could have went to college for it, but my parents are mad about that. No, but I needed a more balanced lifestyle, and although it makes you a really good athlete, it can help in that sense, it's just they want you homeschooled, and it's just this whole crazy process. So it's a little insight about that. Fact number 2. This is an interesting one. I don't know if a lot of people know this. It's not as relative anymore, but I was born with something called pulmonary stenosis. It basically means you have a heart murmur. I'm kind of bad at explaining it, so I was just gonna pull up exactly what it means. I know pretty much what it means is so when you're born, if they hear, when they listen to your heartbeat, that you have a heart murmur, which is a swishing sound or a regular heartbeat, it can be related to pulmonary stenosis. So what it technically is a condition characterized by obstruction of blood flow from the right ventricle to the pulmonary artery. So it's caused by basically that ventricle is a lot smaller than it should be, so the heart has to work a little bit harder to pump blood through that, since it's not getting as much as it should. So that's pretty much what it means. I didn't really have any health restrictions when I was younger, once they realized I was okay as far as exercise and sports and stuff. The only thing I had to do for a majority of my childhood, which is really weird, is when I would go to the dentist, I had to take specific medicine before they did anything in my mouth. I believe just because in case anything got down into around my heart, and I don't know if I can get infected or whatever. And they told me I would outgrow it, so I would go to a heart doctor down in Philly each year, and then it started becoming every couple of years, and then they pretty much just released me, and I have a connection to an adult heart and lung doctor that I can go like get a checkup every 5 years. Fact number 3, when I was younger, sorry, I'm like looking at my list just so I remember everything. When I was younger, I played soccer also, as well as gymnastics. When I played soccer, I had a chance to play on the boys team for indoor soccer. Like, that sounds really lame right now, but like, I love soccer. Me and Haley did love soccer, and my dad coached it for a while. Number 4, my degree from college is in tourism and hospitality. So I feel like a lot of people probably don't know that because my full-time job right now is CrossFit coach. I was just like one of those people that didn't know what I wanted to do in college. Like, looking back now, like, I didn't find like my passion for like health and fitness as much as it is now until I was like a senior in college, so kind of like bad timing. So I wanted to pick something business related because I knew that was something that I would be able to use pretty much regardless of what field I went into, and then it just seemed too broad. So then the tourism and hospitality school is underneath of like, or connected to the business school, so I chose that because I mainly wanted to go through event planning. So I did an internship at a wedding venue, and I worked with the team there for all their events, mainly weddings that they would plan. And then my senior internship, I actually worked for like a business magazine where we planned events through there. I mean, I don't do anything like that now, but I did have a full-time job after college in that field, and I didn't like it. Fact number 5. I love country music. I mean, that's not really anything that crazy, but I didn't love it until I went to college. The first school I went to, Slippery Rock, and a lot of my friends there listened to it, and they got me into it, and now, like, I'm obsessed. It's just, like, the best feel-good music. Like, if you say you hate it, you're not giving it any chance. You really need to just, like, listen to some songs. You need to listen to, like, the good ones that, like, get you in a good mood, that are upbeat. Number 6. Okay, dude, this connects to number 1, and like, I don't have enough time to explain all this, but I'll just tell you like the gist of it. When I was really competitively in gymnastics, it's like really stressful on your mind and body, and you don't realize it. Like, it just puts you through a lot, and I literally developed like pretty bad OCD, basically. Like, you probably think I'm kidding, but I had like the type of problems where like the main things that I can remember, because once I quit it completely went out of my brain, like when I would take my shoes off, I would always have to have them set up so like my left foot was in front of my right. If they weren't perfect, I would like reset them a million times. Every time I would like close a door, I would like make sure the doorknob was locked like 50 times like before I would walk away. Like, if I put my shirt on and it didn't feel like I put my shirt on right, I would take it off, do it again, take it off, do it again, like certain number of deodorant swipes, like whatever. Crazy shit. I don't know. It was just like affecting me mentally so much. That's why I eventually just like burst, and I was like, I quit out of nowhere. Literally one random day I just quit, and my mom about had a heart attack. Ask her about that. Fact number 7. I did complete one of my large goals within CrossFit a couple of years ago, which was going to regionals in CrossFit. I went with a team, CrossFit Love. This was like 2 or 3 years ago? 2 years ago? I don't know. That was like a crazy experience, but like, again, a very, very stressful time in my life, but also one of like the coolest things I've ever been able to be a part of. But I'm pretty proud of that. It's probably one of my proudest accomplishments as far as like within CrossFit and fitness. Number 8. I had a frenectomy done. If you've had one, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, you won't know anything about what I'm saying. But in your lip up here, there's like a piece of skin that connects down to like the top of your gums, and mine was like really long, and it would come down to like my teeth, and I don't know why, if there's like something wrong with it. I think maybe like when your teeth are growing, whatever. I had to get it like, it's like laser surgery. They like laser it out. Mark had this too, I'm pretty sure, so he like understands. So I had this like huge crater in my mouth pretty much, and I remember literally when I came home, I'm like, oh, it doesn't look that bad, right? To my dad, and he was like, what the hell? Number 9. I was a cheerleader in college and part of high school. So when I quit gymnastics, when you're a gymnast, like a hardcore gymnast, you like don't like cheerleaders. That sounds rude, but like you're like, they come in and do their tumbling, you're like, oh my god, like they don't even know anything. So then when I quit gymnastics, like a year later, all my friends were cheerleaders, and they kept like begging me to try cheerleading. I'm like, no, like I could never. Finally did. I was like, I might as well put this tumbling to use, and I actually ended up loving it. I was a flyer. I love stunting. I love tumbling. So I did that in high school, and I also did all 4 years of college. Fact number 10 is I love comfort TV. But like, I'm the type of person where if I'm just like sitting at home, me and my dad are the same in this aspect. Like, I love having something on in the background that just like makes you feel like comforted and good. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, some examples are I always have Friends on. I love Fuller House. As far as movies go, I love Just Go With It, Grown Ups 2, of Adam Sandler. Like, those types of movies. Like, you know, when it's just like you don't have to fully pay attention, you kind of already know the plot, like Step Brothers, like stuff like that. Like, it's just like, I don't know, like before I go to bed I watch Friends pretty much every night. Okay, number 11 is colleges. Colleges I applied to, some of the ones that are like a little out there are I applied to Louisville, University of South Carolina. I really wanted to go there. And Hawaii. Yeah. And I ended up going to Slippery Rock, which is literally a state school in Pennsylvania out by Pittsburgh. Super random, but if you want to know the truth, this is also interesting. I literally picked that school because of cheerleading. They had a competitive cheerleading team that did really well. So, like, I didn't know what I wanted to do in college, so that's, like, pretty much why I picked it. Judge me. I don't care. And then after 2 years, I transferred to Temple, and I loved Temple, too. I love both schools. Totally different, though. Number 12 is I had an emo stage. Me and Haley. I need to find pictures. I hope Annie's watching this because she was, too. Literally studded belts, black eye makeup, like, we were, like, fishnet gloves, like, band tees, checkered pants, like, the skater shoes, like, I don't know how my parents weren't concerned, really. They were like, we just let you guys, like, do it. We, like, ride it out and see what's gonna happen. And I was like, oh my god, how could you let me dress like that? Ugh. Fact number 13 is I have, like, a really good group of best friends from high school, and we talk in a group chat that we've had literally since we graduated high school. Like, that sounds crazy, but it's like we've talked every single day, I'm pretty sure, since that point. And I graduated high school 8 years ago, so it's pretty cool. Number 14 is my junior year of high school. My very first car. Probably had it for, like, I don't even know how long. I got in a really bad car accident driving to school with my sister Haley, and I totaled my first car after not even having it for a year. Don't even get me started. About a mile away from my house, I was rushing to school. If you know me, you know I'm always late. Like, I can't change, it's just who I am. So I'm rushing to school, and I'm obviously going too fast, and I go around this corner, and I just, like, didn't cut it tight enough, and with the, like, when it just starts to rain sometimes, like, the ground is, like, slippery, and my tire got caught on the edge of, like, the road where it dipped off, kind of, and so we're going around this bend, and we get caught, and literally my car just rolls multiple times. We land upside down. Wear your seatbelts, people, because we were literally hanging on by the seatbelts across our chest, like, looking down at what was, like, my windshield and the front of my car. Like, literally hanging upside down. I barely even, like, remember a lot of this because it's like you black out when something is, like, that insane. But I remember that we were hanging on by our seatbelts, and I, like, let go, and we kind of, like, fell down, and I tried to open my door, and it was stuck since we were, like, upside down, and we were freaking the F out. So we try and get out Haley's door, it opens, so we literally crawl out just in time because another car comes around the bend and didn't know we were there, obviously, and, like, went right into the ditch after us. They didn't flip, but we were fine. We had to go to the hospital anyway because they consider it, like, trauma if you flip your car or whatever, so we had to, like, go on stretchers, get checked out. We were fine. Haley had some, like, slight back pain, but, like, we were very, very lucky. Fact number 15 is I have 5 tattoos. I'm counting my sleeve as one, so I have my sleeve, I have infinity symbol on my neck, I have a quilt on my wrist, that's 3, a quilt on my side, 4, and my thigh is 5. Fact number 16 is I've been doing CrossFit now for, like, 5 years? 5 years, is it? I mean, like, that's not that interesting, but if you don't know me and you're just watching my videos, like, you wouldn't know that probably. And I freaking love it. It's my whole life. Fact number 17 is I always bring my doTERRA essential oils with me everywhere I go. doTERRA is an essential oil brand. I bring it everywhere with me because I have been notorious my entire life for like having stomach problems. Like I'll always get an upset stomach, and I'm also a germaphobe, so I hate when people are sick around me. It like drives me absolutely insane. So there's two things I always have with me. One is called DigestZen. It will like calm an upset stomach down. I have a pill and a roll-on version. And the other one I always have with me is called On Guard, and it's just for like immune system. So if I feel like I'm getting like a sore throat or something, you like take some of those, and I swear to God, it will go away. Like, if you don't believe me, try it. Like, really, it works. It's crazy. Fact number 18 is my family and I have 5 Great Danes. I want to do a video. That's what I need to do a video about. I want to do a video introducing all of my dogs. So we have 5 Great Danes. We have Annie, Kai, Grace, Willow, and Oakley, who is a freaking piece of work, let me tell you. I need to do a video and show you guys all of them, but yeah, they're ginormous. The largest one, Kai, is like over 200 pounds, so imagine that. Fact number 19 is that my family owns a CrossFit gym. So if you don't know me in real life, then you probably don't know that. You might if you follow my Instagram. But we opened CrossFit Q about 4 years ago. And it is like a dream come true. That was absolutely one of my dreams in life after I started CrossFit, was to have a CrossFit gym, and to be able to do it with my family, my parents, and my sisters is like one of the best things in life I could ask for. I can do more of these because I feel like I'm not fitting everything in. But anyways, fact number 20 is when I was in high school, I literally went to tons and tons of local shows. And my sister Haley and one of my best friends Annie and I would literally go to like every single, like, I guess you could consider it like alternative show. A Day to Remember, The Spill Canvas, Dashboard Confessional, like literally all of that type of stuff. We went to a million shows. My poor mom, she would literally wait there, and we would go into these shows and like crowd surf and be in like tight little like rooms like squeezed with people in these like little shows. I've been to a lot of concerts. Now like I'm obsessed with country, and I still love that music to throw back. Like, it's the best. Alright guys, those are my 20 interesting facts about me. I feel like I could go on with like 50 million facts. I'll probably do like a part 2 of them. If you can relate to anything that I said out of my 20 facts, you should comment below so we can laugh about it. And honestly, I just wanted to sit down and like do something fun like this, because I feel like with like tutorials and other things like that, it's like you don't always get to talk about like you. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching. If you're keeping up with all the videos on my page, thank you so much. I literally love doing this. I enjoy it so much. Like, I love just being creative. Like, I'll sit down and write down all my video ideas, and bringing them to life, and editing takes a long time, and it's like a lot more work than people think, but it's something I really like doing. I'm definitely going to continue to do. So even though this is like the very beginning, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for watching. And we'll see you in the next video.